Live in Sandy Springs, Denise Dillon, Fox News Edge.
All right. That's, yes, how ridiculous it has now gotten, my friends. Now we're going to wrap up this police state updates post. NYCC TV, ISIS, and Psycho Pig Rampage with the Psycho Pig Rampage part. And again, sometimes satire is the only way you can do it. Thanks to The Onion.
Police plan to pillage and terrify the community. It's The Onion Radio News. I'm Doyle Redland. Area police are gearing up to get even with the community this evening. Their plan, Operation Psycho Pig Rampage, calls for the pillaging of homes, random shooting of harmless motorists, and more. Officer Harrison Timken.
Operation Psycho Pig Rampage will undoubtedly be the average white middle-class citizen's worst nightmare.
Local police officials are urging all citizens to prepare for a world of hurt. Doyle Redland for The Onion Radio News, online at theonion.com.
Oh, Jesus, we laugh to not cry. We'll close out this police state posting with a comment at the bottom from Dave noting the Panopticon is here. There's already enough security cameras in urban areas that I just assume that I'm on camera anytime I'm in a public place. Just as the surveillance of communications has a chilling effect on free speech, whether or not you are being surveilled, this has a chilling effect on what a person feels they can do in a public place. You should know what the Panopticon is. It was an idea for a prison by Jeremy Bentham centuries ago, and we're soaking in it. Let me quickly tell you, my friends, we're now into hour number 2 of this wild and woolly 170th episode of MediaMonarchy.com. It's May 14th, 2010. My name's James Evan Pilato. I'm your host and webmaster of the site and show, MediaMonarchy.com. Broadcasting live audio and video from the Portland Radio Authority, praradio.org, as well live on zeropointradio.com, revereradio.net, laughlinradio.com, and streaming live video on ustream.tv/Media Monarchy. Now, for the third week in a row, we'll return to the Gulf oil spill. And we have all the updates related to that, as well as all of the other biowars and enviro health updates. This posting is called Drills, Spills, and Bellyaches. I shouldn't have been surprised. From all that we've gone over on this show now throughout the years, I shouldn't have been surprised to discover that they were running drills immediately preceding the Gulf oil explosion. Now, seemingly unstoppable catastrophe. But this is coming May 11th, ABC News. Training exercises revealed gaps in preparedness for major oil spill. 3 weeks before the massive Gulf oil rig explosion, U.S. Coast Guard officials led an elaborate exercise in which they practiced their response to a major oil spill, one of 4 dry runs over the past decade that foreshadowed many of the weaknesses in coordination, communication, expertise, and technology that are now hampering the federal response to the oil rig disaster in the Gulf of Mexico. Workers tell of explosions on the night their oil rig exploded. More on that from MSN. Further fleshing this out, Halliburton worked on this rig a mere 20 hours before the explosion. Halliburton said they safely finished a cementing operation 20 hours before a Gulf of Mexico rig went up in flames. In testimony prepared for a congressional hearing last Tuesday, Halliburton said it completed work on the well according to accepted industry practice and federal regulators. But if we get more from truthout.org, whistleblower notes that British Petroleum, BP, risks more massive catastrophes, also claiming BP was well aware of cheating on their blowout preventer tests. And the most recent egregious thing that stacks up with the drills and the timing and the speculation of sinister forces surrounding the Gulf oil spill. CBS And the Associated Press reporting, rig workers made to sign statements after blast. Workers aboard an exploding offshore drilling platform were told to sign statements denying they were hurt or witnessed the blast that rocked the rig, killed 11, and spewed millions of gallons of oil into the ocean. Their attorneys said so Tuesday. Transocean asked traumatized workers to disavow, quote, firsthand or personal knowledge of events. News Junkie Post asks if there's no real solution to stop this oil spill. However, we have an interesting video that shows a presentation on possibly a simple way to clean up the oil spill in the Gulf. C.W. Roberts' presentation. I believe this involves hay. Obama still granting BP environmental study waivers. I believe there's been 27 waivers since the Gulf oil explosion. And we get back to more predictive programming. Gulf oil rig explosion in the 2009 film Knowing. Someone's put together a video showing the comparisons and the possible predictive programming. It's all just a coincidence. Truthout.org yet again talks to an oil slick operator getting into the BP they've known all too well. But, as we've said time and time again, and not like this administration is any different than the other puppet administrations, they never let a crisis go unexploited, whether or not they've made it happen on purpose or let a crisis happen on purpose. The Guardian reporting, Obama aims to use this deep-water disaster to win votes for the upcoming U.S. climate bill. Now, we do have the flashback links to last week's Gulf oil updates, the poison still spilling, where we got into, again, some of the predictive programming, media synchronicity with the Simpsons film and all of that. But yes, U.S. senators to unveil climate bill. More on that from TerraDaily.com, and AmericanThinker.com knows that cap and trade is back. And basically, this is Skull and Bones Carry and Joe Lieberman renaming cap and trade as the American Power Act, and they're hoping that you won't notice. Noted eugenicist Bill Gates pays for artificial clouds to beat greenhouse gases. Bill Gates chucking cash at climate cooling cloud creator. More on that from theregister.co.uk. Bill Gates, we've gone over his depopulation discussions, the vaccines, flying syringes, funding the seed vault in Svalbard, Norway, his father on the board of Planned Parenthood, founded by racist eugenicists. And these are our saviors. Earth may be too hot for humans by 2300. And again, we see all the massive Earth changes going on. At least 58 killed in southern China storms, 6.5 quake jolts Peru, 5 dead after killer tornadoes hit Oklahoma. And then we get into some of the biowars and some of the more disturbing aspects. Colorado man charged for anthrax hoaxes. And I believe we've noted now several times that bioprepwatch.com has been tracking just the massive amount of anthrax memes and events and hoaxes. But something we briefly mentioned is something we want to mention a little bit more right now, and that was this mysterious fungus that was seen in the Pacific Northwest, where I am right now, in Portland, Oregon. C. Gotti. It has killed several people. Mystery disease in Pacific Northwest. Now, truthout.org, as well as Kurt Nimmo, also noting a new connection involving Israeli microbiologist Joseph Moshe.